sometimes you come across some content and maybe the person they don't mean it to come off as cringy or as creepy as it does. You can tell, right? Like that's not their, they don't think it's cringy. They don't think it's creepy. But nonetheless, it is cringy and it is creepy. And sometimes you feel compelled to tell the person, hey, this was cringy, because you go to the comments and you peep that a bunch of people ain't saying, I'm like you like, am I the only one that is sane now in these comments, or like what the hell's going on? So you say something. I usually don't say stuff. I don't go out of my way to antagonize people in comment sections, to be honest with you. That's not really my thing. I do it more I do it either on camera or in person. Those are my those are the things that I do. Anyways, so yeah, that's essentially what just happened to me. And I think this is hilarious. I think you guys are gonna find this to be very fun.
Hey, I think the most beautiful compliment I've given somebody was this morning at McDonald's. I saw a young lady that I used to date, and I saw her car. I know her license plate, and she was going to McDonald's, and I said, yo, I already know what her order is, and I was going to pay for her food, even though we're not on speaking terms.
You were going to do what? You were going to go inside a restaurant and pay for a person's food who you aren't on speaking terms with? And why aren't you guys on speaking terms? We'll get to that later.
Well, she didn't go through the drive-thru. She went straight inside, and she went inside with a guy. And, guy looked really distinguished, so I said, I ain't gonna say nothing, but I got out anyway because I'm so me.
So you realized it was weird. You clocked it was weird. You did it. You knew it was inappropriate. What you were about to do was inappropriate. That's why you just gave us that weird ass little devious look in the camera, like, oh, it's just me. Oh, I'm me. What does that mean? Is that like boys will be boys? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That was weird. Again, that's two weird things I've heard so far. I'm not tripping. I'm not crazy. Those are two strange things in my book. Those are two weird things. No doubt about it.
So I get out. They ordering not on a kiosk. Well, I guess that was a kiosk. They didn't go to the woman. I went to the woman. And I looked at her and I said, hey, Queen. She was like, hey, King. And she said, this is my fiance. I looked at him.
This is just me. This one is personal. Referring to women as queens, automatically red flags. Automatic red flags. But okay. Right? That's a bonus weird statement. A bonus weird thing. We're going to add, just a little dash of weirdness on that one. Not all the way weird, I guess, in some of y'all books, but definitely weird to me.
I extended my hand and I shook his hand so hard as if I hated him, right?
You did what now? You shook the hand of the man, her new boyfriend, as hard as you could? That's not weird? Okay.
But in a nutshell, he was like, what's your name? I said, it's Jalil. He was like, oh, wow, I heard a lot about you, bro. And I said, yeah. He was like, yo, you really fumbled. I looked at him, and I was going to get upset because it's early in the morning. I just woke up an hour and a half ago, but I said, yeah, you're right, bro. I said, you're right. And I said, congratulations on any type of situation you guys got going on, but I did fumble. And he was like, yo, you lose some, you win some, bro. I said, correct. And I said, it was a pleasure meeting you. And she just stood there and she listened. And I looked at her in the eye. They called my number 122. I got my food. And it was like a movie. I didn't even turn around. I just kept walking. But the moral story is, brothers, sisters, if you got somebody right now that treating you really good, got your back, holding you down mentally, physically, and building you up, you better hold on to that brother or that sister.
So again, now let's bring everything together. So you bumped into a woman who you probably abused the shit out of, who was mentally, physically, emotionally holding you down. She left you. She finally built up the strength to leave you, right? That's why you guys weren't on speaking terms because of how you treated her previously, in your previous relationship with her. You saw her out minding her own business with her fiance. I mean, her boyfriend, whatever. You didn't know it was her fiance, but in your mind, it's her fiance. No, I'm sorry. Initially, you saw her and you were like, oh, I'm just going to do the like pay it forward kind of thing where I pay for her, which of all the things you said, that was the least problematic thing you said in this whole tape. Like, had you done that, that's innocent, to be honest with you, because you were going to do it in the drive-thru. I misunderstood at first, but yeah, you were going to do that in the drive-thru. Fine. So you were going to be ahead. I'm guessing this is how it would have went. It would have had to have gone. You were going to pull in ahead of her. You were going to pay for her meal and pay for your meal and just drive off. Cool. She never would have known it was you, I don't think, unless you addressed her, right? But I don't know. Maybe you're gonna tell her, oh, it's from Jaleel, or I don't know. Maybe you're gonna do some movie type shit. Sounded like you wanted a movie type moment almost. That's what it sounded like. You were going like a cinematic moment, but whatever though. But that was the least problematic thing you said, right? Cool. Then you noticed she wasn't going to go through the drive-through. You sat in your car. You watched her go inside with her new man. You knew it was weird and it was inappropriate for you to go in there. You said to yourself, nah, I'm still going to go in there with the woman who I'm not on speaking terms with because of how I treated her in our previous relationship. You go inside, you can create this like orchestrated situation, like Hitch. It's like the movie Hitch. Like you know what I mean? Like you're like Will Smith in Hitch. Like you saw this the whole time. If she doesn't see this video, she thinks she just randomly bumped into you, but it was orchestrated by you. All of this is weird, by the way, in my mind. All of this is strange so far to me. Then when you call her queen, like I said, I'll put a pin in that for anybody that you think calling each other's queens and kings is cool. I think it's odd. But anyways, you call her queen. This woman, listen to what I'm saying before y'all jump on me for that too. Again, this is a woman who he beat, not physically, I don't know, I'm not going to say, but he emotionally beat down for sure, right? That's why she's not with him anymore. But when he sees her, all of a sudden, she's a queen. It's such bullshit. That's why it's always weird. Like, if you truly saw women as queens, the first woman you were with, you would still be with her because you would respect her. And we all know women don't leave good men. So you don't think women are queens? That's a fucking ploy. That's a tactic men use to disarm men. But anyways, so you called her queen. She calls you king back. Then you greet her fiance and you try to harm him. You're angry at this man for being with a woman who you abused, who you had, who you let go, who you treated poorly. You're mad at the man who's not treating her poorly. This is all you. You're telling us this. You're telling me this. I'm just telling you what you're telling me. I'm telling you how I'm processing it. So when I call you weird, I don't want you to, yeah, you weird. That's weird. All of that was weird. All of it was weird. And lastly, he said, oh, you fumbled, which was also weird on his behalf. But considering that you did all of this stuff to put yourself in that situation, I don't even blame him. I'm happy he said it to you. He should have laughed at you. He should have tongued her down, nigga, right in front of you, but he didn't. He a better man than me. But anyways, then you said out like your reflex was to get upset, but you didn't, and that's cool. But why would your reflex be to get upset? Just like why would your reflex be to squeeze the fuck out of his hand because you wanted to hurt her, so you hurt him? Because you don't know that man. Think about it. You don't know the man. You have no. It ain't like she left you for him. It ain't like she cheated on you with him. None of that. This is a whole new man you've never seen, right? You go to harm him. Why? Why? It was a transference of anger because you wish you can hurt her. So instead, you tried to hurt the person closest to her in that moment, which was him. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm jumping to conclusions. I'll hear you out, but you would have to explain it. You would have to tell me how it's not that. So yeah, I said he was weird. Yep. I said he was weird. So I left the message, like I told you. I said, you weird as hell. I said, you weird as hell. I ain't gonna hold you, brother. Because I'm reading the comments, and the comments are like, oh yeah, you know, you gotta, sometimes it be the one, they trying to be all poetic. I can't even say what they were saying. It was stupid as fuck. But they trying to be all like poetic and like understanding and acting like this nigga being vulnerable or something. I'm like, are y'all fucking hearing what I'm hearing? Like, what am I missing? This is odd. Like, this is what I'm saying. If I was there, if I was in the passenger seat and I saw the nigga look at her and be like, nigga, that's Sheila. I'd have been like, oh yeah, that's Sheila. That's what's up. Anyway, nigga, let's go get a McMuffin and a, nah, man, I gotta go in there. You gotta go inside for what? Nah, man, why do you want to go inside? Are you cool with her or something? Nah, we ain't on speaking terms. My nigga, why do you want to go talk to her? What's wrong with you? Let that shit go, bro. Move on. Didn't you fucking cheat on her? Didn't she leave you because you couldn't get your shit together? Why now? Like, she in there with her man. Nigga, like, what the fuck? Bro, let's try to another McDonald's matter. Let's go through the drive-thru, fam. You tripping, bro. We got to get to work. That would have been my response if I was his homie. So y'all, if you heard anything but a bunch of red flags in that story, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. But this was his response to me saying he was weird. Mind y'all, I swear to God, I'm doing this on purpose. I have not heard, I didn't listen to 1 second of it. I promise you, I don't know what this nigga talking about. So we gonna all find out together.
You know, I've been on TikTok for about 3 years, and I've never judged another grown black man. Doesn't matter what he says or what he do. If I don't like his post, I just don't like his post. But when I see dudes like this judging me, calling me weird because I'm expressing my thoughts on a past relationship, it makes me be like, wow, big homie, all these women that I be seeing on social media, TikTok, Facebook, and all these other websites, I'm on their sites. I'm on their posts. I'm giving them some likes and giving them some beautiful comments. I'm not judging another grown-ass man. That's feminine. I could care less about what you say or what you do. That's you. That's your prerogative. But by you leaving this message right here, obviously you want my attention. You wouldn't say that in my face. I seen your little small ass. You definitely won't walk up on me talking slick like that.
See, first and foremost, I just got done making a video about this earlier, about how these dudes, y'all are so inadequate as human beings. And you think that for some reason, I don't like, again, I've seen this dude too. You're not like, I don't even care. Y'all be projecting so much that I find it to be hilarious. I'm not like, whatever you think about me, you don't like, y'all don't even know how to like gauge motherfuckers right. Because you wouldn't walk up on another man, because you wouldn't tell another man to his face what you really felt about him. You think I wouldn't. That's not my problem, sir. That's your problem. If you're scary, go to church. That's not me. Because what you gonna do? That's what it, like, and it's not even, I'm being honest. I'm being for real. Let's play this out, real life. You mean to tell me, again, because why would I say this to you if I don't know you, right? So I would have to know you. So you mean to tell me that if I already told you, if you and me were homies, or I knew you even, and we were sitting in a car or somewhere where you either told me this story, or you were about to do this, I would tell you were weird to your face. Because what you gonna do? Like, what do you? Of course, I wouldn't just walk up to you on the street and be like, dog, you weird. Because that's weird, right? Online is different. We understand the etiquette is different online than it is in real life. But if you think for 1 second that I wouldn't tell you to your face that you're weird, I don't know why you because you wouldn't, like, man, and that's the thing. It's like I have to understand that a lot of this stuff just be projection, pure projection, pure projection. Now, you didn't address the fact that I said you were weird. You tried to attack me personally. You didn't. I said you were weird based on the things that you said. You said you're trying to gaslight me and have me believe that because I'm a man, I can't address things that men say. See how weird you are? See how the more you talk, the more you expose yourself? So you mean to tell me that all you do all day is go online and flirt with women? You don't think that that's weird? I know that's gonna blow y'all mind that y'all think that shit is normal. So you mean to tell me that you just be going to all these different websites and just leaving beautiful messages and because you fake. You don't even like women. You just, the last woman or woman who you dealt with, that woman had to escape you, bro. You fumbled her. You didn't fumble her. You're not a good person. You don't even like women. So you go online, following them around, leaving fake inspirational messages. That's not my fault. Again, that's your fault for being a weirdo. That's not my fault. Don't get mad at me because I could spot the weirdness in you, my nigga. That's not on me, fam. That's on y'all. Everything you said was strange. Your behavior was strange. This video, you further illustrated how strange you are because you went straight to violence. Why? Again, you don't know me, I don't know you. Let's play that game because y'all love it. I don't know you, you don't know me. You don't know me, I don't know you. You don't know what I'm capable of. Why would you do that? That's stupid. That's dumb. That's dumb. But you think because you think like a child, you have the mind of a 10-year-old, you think you can look at a person and go, oh, they built like this or nigga, y'all don't know. You don't know. Y'all not tough, you're just ugly. I don't know what to tell you. You're not tough, you're ugly. You think because somebody knows how to articulate themselves, then that means that they a punk. Like, because y'all connect intelligence with femininity. You think somebody being honest with you and calling you out is them being feminine. You associate everything positive with femininity and everything negative with masculinity. You don't even know though. You think that what I said was a negative. Brother, I'm just telling you, you look weird. I would delete that video. From a brother to brother. You think I'm hurting you. I'm helping you. I'm the only person in your comment section helping you out, telling you you look strange. Just some people didn't say nothing about it. I did. You're strange, bro. It's not me. Like, it's not me. Don't get mad at me for telling you the truth, though. You instantly going to like, oh, you wouldn't say that to me in the real. I would. Do you like, what is the point? What is the point? What do you get out of saying that? I don't understand. What do you get out of saying that? You think that's going to shut down the conversation? You think in the back of my mom, like, oh, he's like, nigga, I don't care, bro. I said it. And now what? I said it. Is it true or is it not true? You weird. What you going to do about it? You going to be mad about it online? You going to make another video? Like, I don't care. I don't like this shit it's not that serious. You can't that's why that woman left you. You are abusive. You instantly resort to violence. Instantly. As soon as somebody critiques you, as soon as somebody says anything about you, your first inclination was, let me threaten them. You're violent. That's why that woman ain't with you. And that's why you shook that man's hand so hard. You wanted to hurt that woman. Now, I said it. Now what you gonna do about it?